Merry Christmas! It's that time of year again. Christmas is almost upon us. It's December. It is getting cold outside. So now it's the perfect time to learn some Christmas vocabulary. In this lesson, we are going to learn a lot of Christmas vocabulary. I'm going to put some pictures up here, and I want you to try to guess along to see if you know what these words are. Don't worry, I will give you the answers as well, but it's a good idea to pause the video. After I put the photo up here, the picture up here, pause it, give yourself some time to think and maybe write down the answer, or you can speak it out, or you can write it in the comments section down below, and then unpause. All right, so these Christmas vocabulary words are some of the words that I always use when I think about Christmas. And the first vocabulary word, I think everybody knows this guy. Who is he? All right, if you guessed Santa Claus, yes, you are right. Of course, this is Santa Claus. But do you know we have some other names also? We call him by other names also. Do you know any of his other names? All right, we also call him Father Christmas. Father Christmas. And in America, some people call him Kris Kringle. Kris Kringle. So now you've learned 3 words, 3 names for Santa Claus. We have Santa Claus, we have Father Christmas, and we have Kris Kringle. And of course, if you go to other countries where they speak different languages, if they speak French or Spanish, they will have different names for Santa Claus. I think the French name is Père Noël or Papa Noël, and I believe the Spanish one is the same. All right, so that was Santa Claus. All right, let's look at the next picture. What do you think this is? All right, if you answered elf, you are correct. This is an elf. Now, if we have 2, we would say elves. Elves. So the spelling changes. So 1 is an elf. 2, 3, 4, 5, many, we say elves. Now, an elf, if you don't know, an elf or elves, these are the people who are helping Santa to make all of the toys for all of the children around the world. So they work in Santa's little toy shop, and they are making the toys for all of the kids around the world. Now, please look at the third picture. The third picture right here. What do we call this? These are the animals that pull Santa all around the world. What do we call these? If you answered reindeer, you are correct. Reindeer. All right, and I have a question for everyone. How many reindeers pull Santa's sleigh? How many reindeers pull Santa's sleigh? How many reindeers does Santa have? If you know the answer to that, please leave them down in the comment section. Also, do you know all of the reindeers' names? If you know their names, leave them down in the comment section below. Also, if you want, I did make a short video telling you all of the reindeer's names, so if you watch that, you can answer this question easily. Okay, so remember, reindeer. This next picture is probably a picture that everybody likes. Everybody wants this during Christmas time, or maybe it's your birthday, you also want this. What do you call this? Yes, it's called a present. A present. All right, very good job. Take a look at this next picture. Now, this next picture here, we're talking about where Santa Claus lives. So where does Santa live? I know in many cultures, they have him living in many different places. I know some cultures say he lives in the northern part of Europe, maybe Finland area. But in America and in Canada, and I think a lot of English-speaking countries, in our culture, Santa Claus lives here. Okay, where is this? If you guessed the North Pole, you are correct. Santa lives in the North Pole. So this is where Santa lives all year round. This is where he's making the toys with the elves for all of you guys. All right, so we learned about the reindeers. We learned about Santa. Now, Santa needs to go all over the world. So he usually goes on this. What is this called? If you were watching the video carefully, if you're listening carefully, I already gave the answer one time. All right, so this is called a sleigh. A sleigh. So Santa will sit on the sleigh and the reindeer will pull the sleigh all over the world to give everybody presents. Now, what usually happens is Santa is going to land on top of a house, and then he is going to go down this. What is this called? Santa Claus goes down this. So he goes down this and he can enter your house and then he'll put the presents under your Christmas tree. Okay, so what is this called? All right, this one's called a chimney. Chimney. So we have Santa Claus, we have the sleigh, we have the reindeers, we have the presents. Where does he put the presents? Where does he put the presents? If he's going all over the world, where does he put the presents? He puts them inside here. What is this called? This is called a sack. It's called Santa's sack. Santa's sack. So Santa has his sack. He's on his sleigh. He is going down the chimney and he has presents for everybody. He is going to put the presents underneath this. I already said it once in the video. Were you listening? What do we call this? All right, if you said Christmas tree, you are correct. Santa will put the presents under a Christmas tree, under your Christmas tree. Let's keep talking about Christmas trees. Now, we need to put decorations on the Christmas tree. What kind of decorations can we put on a Christmas tree? Do you know what this decoration is called? This is a very popular decoration. It's called an ornament. An ornament. Some people also call it a bauble. A bauble. Okay, but most commonly, we're going to say ornament. All right, so we put the ornaments on the tree. Next, what else do we put on the tree? What is this? If you said Christmas lights, you are right. Christmas lights. So we are going to wrap Christmas lights around the Christmas tree. Now, Christmas lights don't only go on the tree. If you go to Canada, if you go to America, I'm sure other countries as well, we love to put the Christmas trees outside. We're going to put it all on the outside of our house. If we have trees outside, we're going to wrap the trees outside with Christmas lights. So when you go out at night and you look at all of your neighbors' houses, everyone's houses are so beautiful with Christmas lights. All right, next, let's look at this picture. What is this? We use this decoration on a Christmas tree. What is this called? It's called a garland. Garland. So again, the garland we are going to wrap around the Christmas tree. Some people will use the garland to decorate inside their house also. Okay, so this is a garland. Next picture, take a look at here. What is that called? Right. This is called tinsel. Tinsel. So we put the tinsel on the tree because it looks like snow. It looks like icicles. It looks like icicles on your tree. Okay, so this is called tinsel. What is this picture? Now, I think you are probably thinking, what? Why are you showing me this? Yes, that's popcorn. Popcorn. But this is called a popcorn garland. A popcorn garland. Okay, so we already showed you a different garland, which was very bright and colorful. This is a popcorn garland. So long time ago, we didn't have the fancy garlands. So people would make the garland using popcorn. They would get pieces of popcorn, and they would get a needle and a long piece of thread, and they would put the thread through the popcorn holes and keep putting lots of popcorn until you made a huge popcorn garland. And we would use that to decorate the tree. In my house in Canada, I always used to decorate my tree with this. What is this called? This is called a candy cane. A candy cane. So yes, it's candy, and we would hang it on the tree. I loved using candy canes as decorations. I would always put it on my tree. I loved it because, every day I would take one off and eat it because they're very delicious. Okay, so candy cane. A Christmas tree cannot be finished without this. What is this called? Yes, that is a star. Now, it is very customary, it's very common that you always put a star at the top of the Christmas tree. At the top of the Christmas tree. Now that our Christmas tree is decorated, we're not done. We also have to decorate the house. I already mentioned outside we would decorate our houses with Christmas lights. Some people put some small decorations like reindeers outside, or maybe a Santa Claus outside. But we also want to decorate inside our house. We want to decorate inside our house. So one thing that children will always do is they will hang these. What are these called? All right, these are called stockings. Stockings. All right, so children will usually hang these up above the fireplace. If you didn't have a fireplace, you hang them somewhere in your house. So why do we have stockings? Okay. Stockings are where Santa Claus will put small little gifts. We call those stocking stuffers. Stocking stuffers. So these are small little gifts that Santa will put in there. He'll fill the stocking up with small gifts for you. But why? Why? So the story is, long time ago, Santa put some Christmas presents underneath the trees, and when he was going back up the chimney, some daughters, some children were hanging their socks above the fireplace to make them dry. And when Santa was going up the chimney, some gold coins fell out of his pocket, and it went into the socks. It went into their stockings. So from there, children began to hang their stockings, hoping to get gold coins or gold balls. But now, Santa gives us toys, the small toys to put inside the stockings. Another thing we decorate our house with is this. Do you know what this is called? All right, this is called holly. Holly. We would decorate holly all over the inside of our house. It makes the house look very green. It makes it look very fresh and like nature. It's very beautiful. Now, what is this? I think a lot of people use this decoration. Some people put it inside the house. In Canada and America, we put it on the outside of our door. On the outside of our door. What is this called? It's a wreath. Wreath. All right. If you guessed wreath, great job. Now, with any of the vocabulary words, if you have any questions or if you have a different answer, make sure you leave them down in the comments section below, and I will check everyone's comments. All right, let's take a look at this picture. This is a funny one. This is a fun one. This is called a mistletoe. Mistletoe. It kind of looks like holly, but it is different. This one is funny because in American culture, in Canadian culture, if you are standing below a mistletoe, so if I'm standing below a mistletoe and someone else is standing below the mistletoe, maybe my girlfriend, then we must kiss. So if you stand below a mistletoe, you have to kiss. It's a very fun custom. Okay, so this is a mistletoe. So today we learned a lot of Christmas English vocabulary words. Make sure you rewatch the video because there were a lot of vocabulary words. Write them down, review all of them. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. Now this month, I will be making a lot of Christmas English lessons. Today's lesson was on vocabulary. All right, so make sure you keep watching for the next videos as well and learn some new English Christmas vocabulary and Christmas phrases. Now, this is also a good time. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, give this video a big thumbs up. Merry Christmas to everyone, and I'll see you in the next lesson. See ya.